Welcome back to Resipod. Have you ever thought about textiles going beyond comfort, color, and performance and becoming smarter, safer, and more sustainable? In today's episode, we are diving into an exciting topic: the use of probiotics in textile finishes as environmental friendly alternative to harsh chemical treatments. From their role in textile processing to their application as functional finishes on finished products, probiotics are opening up fascinating possibilities for the future of sustainable textiles. Let's get started.
Hi, and good morning to today's podcast. I am Dr. Manju Philip. I am heading the Sustainability, Enzymes, and Probiotic Division. With me today here are my two colleagues, Anmol and Dhananchezhiyan. They are the team working with probiotics. And today we would talk about probiotics, its benefits, its uses, especially in our industry, the textile industry, how it can be used and diversified to various other industries, and why we would be talking and working on probiotics in resin currently. Good morning and welcome to both of you here today.
Hi, good morning all. Yeah, good morning all.
So, my first question here is what is probiotics? What are its benefits? And why do we talk about benefits of probiotics in general nowadays?
See, probiotics are live microorganisms. So when we will think first in our mind, it will come as curd.
Yeah.
So curd we are using in daily life. So curd has probiotics, and the main benefit which is give is gut, to improve the gut health. So when we will take probiotics, it will go inside the gut and it will enhance the microbiome of the gut. So it will increase the gut health. And nowadays, like people have irritable bowel syndrome, that is IBS. To overcome that and to decrease the bad bacteria inside the gut, we are giving probiotics. So indirectly, directly, it is connected to mental health also, because gut
Yes.
is directly connected to our mental health. When gut is healthy, our mental health is healthy.
That's very nice, yes. So, where do we generally find these probiotics?
So probiotics are generally available in natural sources. We can see in soil, we can isolate from human gut, and we can isolate from yogurt, as well as I have already told about curd. So we can isolate from all the sources which is naturally occurring.
So, are all the bacteria normally good? Because I know about good bacteria as well as bad bacteria. So, can you tell me something about the good and bad bacterias?
The basic things about good and bad bacteria is the bacteria are like microorganism which is going to help in which will help in good things and which will benefit to human health or animals or plant are all good bacteria, and which will give harmful or any path like disease like that, it's all called as the bad bacteria. In probiotic, main thing is all probiotics are good bacteria, but all good bacteria are not probiotic.
Okay.
So in that we need to do like probiotics or in basically they are called as wild type or non-GMO. The non-GMO is like that genetically, it's not genetically modified.
Okay. So, when we tell about GMO and non GMO, it is there in many aspects, right?
Yes.
And we very well know that compliance will always talk about non GMO based bacteria. So, can you just tell us more about non GMO bacteria and GMO bacteria and what should we use in our technology?
So GMO itself is self-explanatory. GMO is genetically modified organisms.
Right.
So we are hindering the nature to make it beneficial for us. We should not do that. And for only industrial purpose, commercialization, we should not harm the nature. So we should not use GMO as in general. Second thing is, some regulatory body also doesn't allow GMO.
Right.
So in that light, I will put later on like how it will impact and all. But GMO we should not use in the film.
So, how do we use the beneficial bacteria in textile industry? Since we are working in textile industry, I would like to know how we will use probiotics or the beneficial bacteria in our industry in textiles.
Mm. In textile industries nowadays people are turning towards sustainability. So some scientists are doing research on that, like probiotics only be used in personal things like gut health or micro skin microbiome like that. So people are did research and development to use the probiotics in the textile industries. Like we can use probiotic products, which will replace this harmful chemicals and reduce the environmental impact because of the harmful chemicals.
So you mean to say the probiotic products can directly replace chemicals in the textile industry,
Yes.
and that will directly impact our skin microbe, and it will help the humans.
Yes.
So textiles will, with probiotics, are helping humans as well as environment, as you said earlier.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So how do we go about with this? How do we actually talk about the sustainable aspects of probiotics in the textile industry then?
Yes, it's a need of an hour because it's booming technology. And probiotics can help to reduce chemical consumption, and it will enhance natural products, which is biodegradable. And they want, like, they means textile industry wants basically green chemistry. So probiotics is actual need of an hour, which we should focus on and work more on it.
Yeah. So when we say sustainability, normally we will talk about a self-sustainable system. That is the general understanding. So when we talk about probiotics, you mean to say that it is self-sustaining. It can be produced in a lab. So we are not depleting the natural resources. So we are not getting it from something in the environment by decreasing something already present in it. So yeah, definitely then this technology becomes a self-sustained technology. So it comes from sustaining the bacterial cultures. But when we talk about sustainability in the textiles, how sustainable is it in the textile industry in terms of its production or its availability and its commercialization? Can you talk something about that?
The basic thing is in textile processing is like from fiber to finished goods, fabric. So in that, so many processes are there.
Right.
So we can't replace all the process with natural like probiotic products. So we can do few changes in steps so that we can contribute to the sustainable to the environment. So the way like pre-treatment process like a pre-treatment, dyeing, and finishing agents like that process are there. So we are going to replace few steps or few chemicals by using probiotics. Not exactly with probiotics. The secondary metabolite which is produced from probiotics.
Right.
Yes, like enzymes, acids, like bioacids, or like surfactants. This will replace the commercial chemicals like caustic, peroxide, and some other chemical which is harmful to the environment and also harmful to the people who are going to use in the process.
Right.
So we are replacing these chemicals with probiotics or probiotics produced, secondary metabolites produced by probiotics, and then we can't use directly probiotic in certain areas. So we need to combine these probiotics with some natural materials as a process or effect of chemicals.
So, what are the general areas that probiotics can cover in the textile industry? Since it has certain limitations, so which are the actual textile processes that we can cover using probiotics?
Textile process, as I told, in pre-treatment, people are using wetting agent, sequestering agent, like that they are using, and dyeing they are using fixing agent, soaping agent, and dispersing agent and all they are using. So we can replace these chemicals with secondary metabolites produced from probiotics. And in finishing agents, like they will use silicones for softeners or any special finishes like allergens or odor control like that. So we can use these probiotics to will apply on the fabric. So we can replace this silicones or any material which can give the good finishing effect.
We may not be able to replace silicon directly, but at least we can make it more sustainable or more environment friendly products to give it something to replace that effect, right?
Yeah. So as Dhana told,
Yes.
like I would put light on it because they can cut the chemical use, probiotics,
Right.
and they can lower the chemical consumptions, and they can actually lower the waste more biodegradable as compared to what chemical waste we are using. So if waste is biodegradable, and that can make a massive impact on environmental footprints.
True.
So yeah.
Okay. But I'm sure that when we are using probiotics, since they are from a biological source, it is not going to be easy. You will face many challenges, right? So, what challenges do you foresee for this technology, and how do you plan to overcome them?
See, probiotics are live microorganisms, as I told earlier, and they are like kid. You have to give nourishment to them to provide some secondary metabolite or metabolite, whichever we are interested in. So throughout the process in textile industry, we have so many processes which involves heating, change of pH, change of environmental factors, so many. So to overcome that, like viability issue will come.
True.
On that case, we need to maintain viability throughout the process, and that is the first challenge we will face in by doing probiotics. Second challenge is while growing in like small condition like lab scale, it will be grown as per the what we have done research. But when we do the scale up, it will give various impact like heating, more heating, pH change because scale we have increased. Now it will impact more on the microorganisms, whereas in previous case it was small scale, so it was not impacting. So this in this case, these two factors which I want to put like viability and second is scalability. It's a huge challenge on the probiotics project.
Okay. So, as I understand, viability and the environmental factors like temperature and pH is the challenge that you'll face.
Yeah, yeah.
But I also want to know, how do you plan to overcome these challenges? Because this is naturally going to be there. And since probiotics and the bacteria you're using are from a natural source, they will tend to remain non viable in these conditions. So, how do you overcome this then?
These things improve the viability, we need to do research. A lot of researches we need to do. After that, we will come up with new next gen technology which will increase the probiotic durability in the textile.
So, you want to say that your research can keep it viable throughout?
Yes.
So, whether it is pre treatment, post treatment, or even after release in the environment, you can keep it viable.
Yes.
Okay. That would be a real challenge. So, what is the future you foresee for these probiotic products given 10 years from now? And how will it impact Resil with this new technology?
And resin, as we are going towards sustainability, this probiotic technology will be the future, not in Brazil also in the world. 2035, we can be in the top companies in India. At Brazil, we are turning towards sustainability, and because because of sustainability, it will give carbon credits because the world are looking now. Future generation should not get any impact from our generation. So they are looking for carbon credits. How to get carbon credits? These carbon credits be given by governments. Why? Because means these governments are looking whether the company is doing less pollution to the environment, and the company is changing towards sustainability is the future.
Okay, so what is the new gen technology that will help in the environment and sustainability aspects using probiotics?
In wastewater treatment, the basic thing is ETP and STP.
Hmm.
Then ETP, STP, and all, a lot of organic compounds will be there.
True.
So these probiotics will decompose these organic compounds into water and carbon dioxide.
Correct.
So it cannot be done by single organism. So we need to do probiotic consortiums. So which will include a lot of organisms in different categories like yeast or bacteria or fungi.
So, so as I understand, we are going to use these probiotics in textile. So there will be a coating of the probiotics in the textile we are wearing.
Yes.
And we also know that our skin has got a microbiome layer.
Yes.
So how do you think the interaction between the probiotics on the textile and our natural microbiome on the skin, how is it going to affect?
See, actually, starting only, as I have told, probiotics are good bacteria. And we need to educate people regarding that. Like, probiotics will not harm yourself, because we have done screening, we have done so much of research so that it will be not harmful for any human being. So we have done a lot of research on that, so that it will not impact on already microbiome which we are having on the skin. It will produce some secondary metabolite, and which will help to maintain our good bacteria which are already there on the skin. So we need to focus more on probiotics which are good, not on what harmful effect it is giving, because there is no harmful effect. We have screened through it.
So how do you think it will be activated?
Activation will be done by some moisture which is already produced on the skin, and by the warmth of the skin.
So when we sweat,
Yes,
it
yes,
will
yeah,
activate.
yes.
Okay.
So when we sweat, it will have some activation energy, and it will start producing secondary metabolites, and it will help to maintain the good bacteria which is already there on skin.
Okay. So you mean to say both the bacteria that we produce on our skin naturally, as well as the bacterial layer that we are putting in the textile, will coexist.
Yeah, yeah.
They won't be harming each other.
Yes, yes.
But at the same time, the bacteria present on the textile will harm the bad bacteria that is produced during sweat or any allergic reaction.
Yes.
They will show its effect.
Yes, exactly on point.
Okay. That's a very good thing if it really works in the way we are suggesting.
Yes.
What are the recommended certifications for the probiotic products?
Basically, if you're going with probiotic in textile, we need to get Ocotex and green chemistry and FDA if you are going with personal care and all. And if you go into European countries, we will get respective certifications from the SOTS, Blue Science, and that TSC, like that and all we can get.
So in general, whatever Resil is currently having, GODS, Eco Passport, Blue Sign, so all these certifications are required even for the probiotic products.
Yes.
So going ahead, even if it is probiotics, we will have to get all the certifications,
Oh, yes.
and then we can launch it in the market.
Correct.
So yeah, there is a good learning I have got today. So can you just tell our audience what are the key takeaways for them today?
So probiotics are next gen green technology. It's the future of regenerative microbiome smart clothing. If you are wearing probiotics, you are healthy.
Dana, can you give some key takeaways here?
Yeah, probiotic is we are indirectly contributing to sustainability and environment by wearing probiotics.
So from our today's podcast, what I take away here is it is safe for the human use, it is safe for the environment, and above all, it is an approved technology that is in use abroad. We are trying to introduce it in India, especially in Brazil, and we hope to get a sustainable technology into our system very soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That brings us to the end of another episode of Resipod. A big thank you to our speakers and for sharing their insights and helping us explore how probiotics could shape a more sustainable future for textiles. We hope this conversation gave you fresh perspectives on how biotechnology and textile innovation are coming together to rethink conventional approaches. If you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned for more conversations on science, sustainability, and innovation right here on Resipod. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.